Morgan Knoll here with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We're located about 30 minutes north of Denver off I-25. Today I am bringing you an inventory trailer. This is a 2023 Cimarron Lonestar 20-foot stock combo. So really nice setup on this one. Just pretty basic, but still getting some added upgrades that we do to our trailers. But we'll go ahead and get started right up front. We got it hooked up to this really nice Ford Platinum that Marlon's going to be videoing after me. So make sure you check out that video. But underneath we've got our adjustable coupler, the safety chains, battery breakaway. So with that adjustable coupler, we want to make sure you're riding as level as possible based on your tow vehicle. So we can move that up and down, you know, to make sure we're getting you riding level so we aren't overstressing one axle over the other. In turn, with that adjustable coupler, we go ahead and we get the 53-inch gooseneck drop. That's how we order in our inventory trailers. So that right there is going to give you some extra clearance between the truck bed rails and then the underside of the gooseneck. So if you're going over those bigger dips and potholes and everything like that, you have a less likely of a chance of getting into your bed with the top of the trailer having that 53-inch gooseneck drop. And this is a perfect setup to show you on too, because this truck is a little bit higher in the rear. It's a 2016, so that's when the suspension started getting taller and taller, and that's why in turn we started ordering in that 53-inch gooseneck drop, so that way you've got that play between the truck and the trailer and you're not going to be hitting your truck. Under there you'll also have your spare tire, full size, so 16-inch aluminum wheel, and then you've got your manual crank jack on this one. If you're wanting, you know, a hydraulic jack on this, we can easily get one installed in our service department. Our guys over there, they do a fantastic job. Looks like it came from the factory that way, so that's always an option that we can add on to these trailers. So over here on the tack room, so we have the tack door on the curbside. So we call it the curbside, just out of the traffic's way. So if you're pulled over on the side of the road and you got to get something out of your tack room, last thing you want to do is be on the driver's side of the trailer trying to open a tack door. Cars are flying by. We all know how well they are at getting over and letting us feel more comfortable about being on the side of the road as it is. But having this tack door on the curbside just gives you that little bit of safety and peace of mind as well. So on the tack door, we've got our swing out blanket pull. So this is actually going to swing, and that way it makes it easier to grab blankets off of there, layer them on there. Whatever you got to do, it just makes your overall ease of use a lot easier. And then down below that, we got a brush box. So in that brush box, I typically keep my stuff that I use pretty often in there. So my brushes, my hoof pick, my liniment, fly spray, all that stuff. And that way it's right there, easily accessible, and I'm not having to jump into the trailer in order to grab anything that I need right then. And then you also have a window on the door. That's just going to help get you some ventilation in there if you do have some sweaty blankets, musty blankets, or if it's just hot out and you want to get some ventilation in there, you can do that too. So right here when we're walking into the tack room, so we got our 42-inch wide door. So that's a bit wider because you do have a swing out saddle rack. So the saddle rack comes out and it's on a gas shock, so it's going to come out, and then you got your 4 tiers. So all these tiers are adjustable, removable, however you want to do it. All you got to do is back these little bolts out just a little and they'll slide up and down, or if you back them out all the way, you can take them off completely. So I know with me, I've got a couple of cutting saddles, so I've got the bigger horns on them. I wouldn't have enough space to put my saddle on here, so I'd have to lower this one or maneuver them a little bit differently in order to be able to fit my saddles. So 42-inch wide door still gives you that space between to get in and out with the saddle rack swung out. So that's a big one for me. And then we also added this step. So having the step, you've got a bigger space to step on for one, and for two, you're getting about 6 to 8 inches lower to the ground instead of having to step up on the side rail. So we come up in here into the tack room. First thing you'll notice is this 3/4 boot box. So that opens up, you got extra storage in there. You can keep whatever you need to keep in there, and then you can double as a seat if you want to put your spurs on, boots on, chaps, whatnot, or stuff like that. And then you can also use it as a step to get into your gooseneck area. So popping up there into the gooseneck area, it is fully carpeted. Use it as extra storage. If you wanted to throw a mattress up there in a pinch, you could easily do so. You got the 2 windows on each side, get those opened up for airflow and stuff like that. So then over on the right hand side, we'll see that little holder. So you're probably wondering what that is. So that's going to be a plexiglass holder. So that way, if you're taking plexiglass out while you're driving down the road, you've got somewhere to store it. It's going to be off the floor. You're not going to be stepping on it, accidentally breaking it and stuff like that. So having that plexiglass holder just comes in handy big time. And then up on the roof, we've got it pre-braced for an AC unit or a vent. So we could easily get an AC unit, a vent in there for you if you wanted one. It's really nice that you have that pre-bracing in case down the road you decide you do want to add one to this trailer. And then over here on this wall, we've got a shelf with a lip on it and then the closed bar down below. So you've got a lip that comes out and then down and around, and that's going to help prevent some of that stuff that you put on there from falling off while you're in transit. And then down below you've got that closed bar, so if you want to hang some stuff. Me personally, I have all my polo wraps hung right there, and they're just easier to grab and then roll up real quick, but you could easily hang show clothes and stuff like that. So and over on the partition wall, we've got our 2 sets of bridle hooks with the carpet down below. So having the bridle hooks with the carpet down below is in turn going to help keep your bridles in better condition and keep your trailer in better condition, because they will do some swishing and swaying back and forth while in transit. That's just going to happen. So having that on here just helps out with both parties there. And then back in that corner, we've got a 25-gallon water tank. So having the water tank on board or with you, you could take some water from home. I know some horses are finicky about what kind of water they drink. You go somewhere new, they don't want to drink. Well, we want to make sure they're staying hydrated, so you can bring some water from home, mix it in there for them, and get them used to the taste and stuff like that. And then, you know, just having water with you if you already get stuck on the side of the road or waiting for someone to show up, you've got that water with you that you can offer to the animals and maybe yourself. And then what I love about where they put that water tank, it's in that perfect, awkward little dead space we've got back there. So behind the saddle racks, it fits back there perfectly, it's out of the way, and you're able to use it very easily. So nice setup of a tack room. On that one, we've got a 3-foot 6-inch short wall. So coming over here to the hip side of the trailer, if you were to load them that way, we've got our plexiglass slats. So right here, you'll notice this little cutout. So this cutout is actually gonna allow you to get between these 2 plexiglass pieces and then grab one, and I'll actually show you how this works. And you can slide them out, and then that's how you take your plexiglass out. So it's as easy as that. You're not having to get a bunch of tools, not having to take off a backing plate, anything like that. And then you can put them up in that plexiglass holder that's in the tack room. So we highly recommend when you take out plexiglass, take them out 1 row at a time, tape them together and write on there which row you took them out from. And that way they fit back in there perfectly, because you never know if these might be cut just, you know, one centimeter, 1 millimeter off, and then that's gonna mess up the rest of it of laying flush in here. So we just recommend that customers, when they do take them out, put them all together, tape them, and write, you know, hip side, bottom rail, and then that'll help keep them in good condition and keep you from having to play the puzzle piece of getting those back in there. So then up above, you'll see an LED light. Having that LED light, turn that on and off in the dark, you know, being able to tack, untack in the dark just helps out big time with having lights. Who would have known? And then down below, you got 2 ties. So then axle size wise, we've got 2 6,000-pound Dexter torsion axles with our 16-inch aluminum wheel, and those are nitrogen filled tires. So nitrogen, it's gonna run cooler and it's gonna help keep your PSI steadier. So I love the look of these wheels that we've got on this trailer with that charcoal metallic exterior. It just looks really slick all together. So Cimarron trailers, you're gonna have your strongest upright posts on the market, your strongest flooring on the market with the center every 4 inches, and then they all come standard with their 1/2-inch thick insulated honeycomb fiberglass roof, and that's got an R3 thermal value on it, so more heat regulating, warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer. And then a big plus for us here on the Front Range, it's also dent and hail resistant up to about a golf ball size hail. So really nice setup that comes standard on all the Cimarron trailers. So here on the rear, we've got our one big back gate. So that opens up. It's got the plexiglass in it that you can remove as well. We've got the kick mats on the rear gate and then coming in here into the stall area. So that way if a horse is freaking out and decides to nail one backwards, they're getting that kick mat instead of the aluminum on this. So stepping up here into the stall area, we've got our LED lights. I'm actually hoping that the truck will let me turn them on. Nope, so the truck's got to be on in order to get them on this one. But LED lights, they're super bright when you're wanting to, you know, load or unload in the dark. Having those lights helps out big time there too. And then this gate, you've got one center gate. So gate opens up and you can close these off. So getting those closed off if you want to haul two separate, you know, gives you that flexibility to do so. Or if you wanted to leave it open as one big area, this does sit right here on this little peg, and that way it's not going to be bouncing up and down while you're in transit. And then it goes up into the ceiling right here and keeps that in that position. So you'll notice on this left-hand side, we do have a rail that goes all the way down the trailer. So that rail, having this rail, you're able to tie wherever you want to on it. So rubber mat flooring here. So we can easily get worm installed if you're wanting the worm flooring. That is a completely impenetrable layer they put on the floor and then a rubber composite over top. And wherever you spray out is where the water urine's going to come out, and that's going to prevent any of that urine from going down, seeping onto that floor, sitting there and warping away at it. So over here on the head side of the trailer, same concept with the plexiglass. You can get them taken out super easily. Top and bottom right there. We have another LED light up above. A couple more ties. And then we've got this escape door on this front area. So if you wanted to, and you're only hauling one or two horses, you could easily use this front section as a storage area and have access through the outside. So when you're traveling, you're not having to take horses off the trailer. You could easily just get in there and get what you need to get. So this trailer, we are going to be sitting at 6'10" wide, 7'1" tall, and then we have an on the floor length of 20 feet. And then empty weight on it, we're going to have 3,540 pounds. So make sure you tune in after this video to see Marlon's video on this F350. It's a very slick truck, as you can see. He's going to be showing you all the specs and stuff on it too. So this Cimarron is a 2023 Cimarron Lonestar stock combo. Stock number we've got is 5N221027, and that's 5N221027, 2023 Cimarron Lonestar stock combo. If you guys have questions on this trailer, any other trailers you've seen on our lot or on our website, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can call or text me at my cell phone, and that's 970-218-5996. Call me at my desk phone at 303-684-3451, or you can shoot me an email at Morgan, and that's morgan.knoll, Knoll, at transwest.com. If you click the link below here, this will take you to this trailer on our webpage, and then you can also browse our new and used inventory there. I look forward to hearing from you and look forward to doing business, and I hope you have a great day.